Okay, hi, I'm happy to be here and present RURBANIVE. What is RURBANIVE about? It stands for Rural-Urban Synergies Emerged in an Immersive Innovation Ecosystem. But before we dive in, I will introduce myself shortly. Hi, I'm Christina Bertl from Vienna. I'm working for an MPO. And our approach is to bring circular bioeconomy to people, and we are project partners of RURBANIVE. And as I mentioned, we are based in Vienna and have the task lead in circular bioeconomy. So what is RURBANIVE about? RURBANIVE is an EU-funded project that started in the beginning of 2024, and it wants to improve the quality of life in rural areas, fostering collaboration between rural and urban communities, creating sustainable and resilient rural partnerships, and supporting social, economic, and environmental development. So we also address a lot of challenges like depopulation, lack of economic opportunities, limited access to services, and sustainability issues, especially in rural areas. And as RURBANIVE is a European project, a lot of partners are involved, as you see here. What is now the concept and the approach of RURBANIVE? And I will just hop through the slides that you were earlier at lunch. So we have 6 different regions facing their own challenges, and also covering Austria and Lithuania. And the focus here is rural areas near to urban centers, because I think every one of us knows that a city cannot live without rural area, and the rural area cannot live without cities. So we have to enhance those synergies. And we cover a lot of different landscapes and geographics across Europe by the project, and try to address those challenges with social, technical, and business and policy innovations. And how do we do this? We need an enabler mechanism, and for Austria, it's circular bioeconomy. And within the project, we are all connected. So Lithuania, with the focus region Kėdainiai, is connected with Austria, facing circular bioeconomy, and we try to enhance an enabler together for circular bioeconomy in Kėdainiai. How do we do that, or how do we want to address it? We want to map agricultural resources and get an understanding what is already here. And what comes with agricultural resources is also residual products. And those residual products can be really valuable for circular bioeconomy to introduce as something like an adduct for really precious products. And how do we want to do this? We try to get awareness for people to not waste their products like leftovers from the fields in form of best practices, and focus on possible innovative revenue streams. And this is something I want to address here as an enthusiast for circular bioeconomy. Please don't waste your residual biomasses, they are really valuable. And you can even use them as adducts for green chemistry products, and the simplest example would be ethanol. So I want to enhance rethinking of bioproducts into valuable resources for Kėdainiai. So what is kind of the outcome of the whole project, or an outcome that you can expect? It's a business model for every enabler. For Austria, it's circular bioeconomy, and also influencing Kėdainiai, of course. And if you're interested in the project, I can just invite you to get to know the open call starting from January and be part of rethinking to reuse and use valuable residual products. Thank you, and now Irmantas will take over.
Thank you, Christine. Sveiki, laba diena dar kartą visiems.
Hello to everybody.
Everyone wants to go for a lunch. So let me give a couple of minutes and I will finish this presentation. So why the project chose Kėdainiai? Kėdainiai district is one of Lithuania's most vital economic regions, with the chemical and food industries and coarse agriculture being especially developed. However, much of the economy is using traditional business models with low innovation, while regional policies in place do not encourage well-being economies of the rural periphery, which city-centric regional development inhibiting rural economic and societal growth. What's next for this project in Kėdainiai? Our definition, Kėdainiai Startup Village Virtual Hub as a digital platform fosters collaboration and innovation among rural and urban stakeholders. It aims to support sustainable development by connecting entrepreneurs, business, researchers, and policymakers, facilitating knowledge exchange, resource sharing, and co-creating solutions tailored to the needs of startup villages in Kėdainiai. The hub promotes inclusive growth, digitalization, and community empowerment in rural-urban networks. Our scope, active involvement of local communities, entrepreneurs, and stakeholders in the ecosystem's co-creation, implementation, and adoption, equipping users with tools, resources, and skills to become active contributors to sustainable and innovative ecosystems. And the product outcomes, improved connections, strategies, and governance arrangements fosters synergetic development and just transition of rural and urban areas, as well as more integrated territorial policies in a growing number of localities. Kėdainiai Co-Creation Lab will proceed with a lot of co-creation activities, but first of all, we will do research and ecosystem mapping, aiming to perform stakeholders and ecosystem mapping, and data collection and analysis of startups, SMEs, and entrepreneurs to identify key needs and challenges in the agri-food sector. Attracting new businesses, stakeholders, and SMEs to gather feedback focus on networking and explore the agri-food sector and internalization opportunities in changing diversity. And co-design of the startup village, where it takes co-creating co-design working groups, designing a startup village, a lot of co-creation activities, workshops, and similar. So the Kėdainiai Rural Startup Village aspires to reshape rural development by empowering local actors to innovate and attract urban interest. RURBANIVE, improving life in rural communities through social and technological innovation. So thank you a lot for all. Stay tuned and have a nice lunch.